Welcome. My name is Matt Bautel, and in this unit we're going to learn about how to work with more complex data in Firebase. All the screens that you're staring at in front of you right now are screens from an app called Grade Recorder that my colleague Dave Fisher and I created. So let's see how it works. Bring it up here. And I'm already logged in, so I see that I've created some courses ahead of time. So data structures is empty right now. Let me go back and grab a different course. Image recognition has a couple of assignments associated with it. So it has exam 1 and it has a fruit finder assignment. And then I've also created some students in here, just some kind of silly names and everything. If I go out to Android, I've actually got some real stuff there. So I have grades for a lab and a test. And so for instance, lab 1 right now, if I click on this guy, I'm going to see that I can enter in grades for each of the students who are taking this class right now. So you see, I'll go back to students here. So I have some sort of all-star students. So I have Ali from a couple years ago, and Greg Calgary took it last year he was Tyler's partner on the CAM to PDF project. Mike McDonald, who you've heard about in previous lessons. So all good students here. I could click on them and I can do any sort of edit on those if I wanted to. But let's go back into courses, to Android and into one of these. So these guys I've already entered in grades for them. So this first assignment right here was a 10-point assignment. If I hit lab 1, we can see that it's worth 10 points right here. And if I go into test 1, right, so I don't have anything for these guys right now. So test 1 was 100 points, and let's just say, I mean, these guys are all good enough. They probably all got hundreds, right? And then I could save off the data, and that would save it off to Firebase. Okay. So question is, how are we gonna do all this stuff, right? So what are you gonna do? Are we gonna do this whole thing together? Well, I'll say that this is the product of quite a bit of time. It's been an ongoing project for a while. So let's talk about what you're gonna do and what really the goals are of this. Okay. So first thing is that I'm looking to give you a lot of the starting code for this, right? So this is all dealing with data of multiple types. You can imagine the complexity in this is, as far as keeping track of students and assignments and courses and all this stuff here. So how do we deal with that? Okay, we're going to start by defining sort of relationships between data in NoSQL databases like Firebase, right? So we'll start there. We can actually validate the schema using Bolt to create rules in Firebase. We're going to be using queries in Firebase along with keys to sort of narrow down the data that's returned by the Firebase, right? So when we ask for our courses, we only get our courses and not everybody's. And part of this is that we're going to have doubly linked data in Firebase, right? To do this, we have practice with the child event listeners, but we're also going to be looking at a couple others called value event listeners, and then a special case of that, a single value event listener. And finally, overall, the work that you're going to do is going to give you more practice with Firebase and with other UI elements. Okay. So let's give credit where it's due. So this right here, I will say that right from the beginning, the grade recorder is my colleague Dave's idea. And Dave has actually been using a similar app with iOS. He has a web interface. He's been with Google App Engine as a backend, and he's been using this for a few years, almost exclusively. So he really committed to it. And we've done some stuff with Grade Recorder in using Android in the past, also with Google App Engine. But we've decided to cut it over to Firebase and see how it went here. So what you're getting is basically an app that is still in progress, right? So we're actually not done it. There's still, you're going to see there's missing features and there's even a couple bugs in it. But we're going to use that as a starting place, okay? And Dave and I worked on a lot of this together, right? So next time when you come back, we'll talk about Grade Recorder a little bit more and get things downloaded and started and run. All right, see you then.